Hey guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back to some March Madness. Apologies, first of all, for the massive delay between the Kanto region and the Johto region videos coming out. While I filmed them about 3 minutes apart from each other, there was like a 10-day delay between them coming out. That's because work's been, as you could probably see in the Johto video if you watched it, work's been just absolutely relentless and it never ceases to stop for whatever reason. Hence why it's taken so long to get this one recorded as well. Johto's going live today. If you're watching this, well, if you're watching the... No, you won't know. You can't see the future. If you're watching this Hoenn one, then know that I'm recording it on the day that the Johto one went live, aka March 22nd, which means I'm running out of days in March for March Madness. So we're gonna try to crank these bad boys out if we can. Thankfully, these are a lot shorter videos. If we were doing the full Pokemon tier list like we did last year, I literally don't know what in the world I would do. I think we'd be in a lot of trouble. Thankfully, or not thankfully, but luck have it, we are not. Instead, we are doing gym leaders. If you're confused what we're doing, you should probably go back and watch Kanto and Johto. Today, we're going to be tackling Gen 3, the Hoenn region, my least... Gotta be careful when you say this. People get very upset. Probably my least favorite generation in all of Pokemon. Oopsies. Maybe, I don't know. Also, I'm trying to stop. You may have noticed in the first 2 episodes, there were like some edits, some very light editing, some jump cuts, and you were like, wow, is he actually starting to take the channel seriously? No. The answer is no, I'm not. But when I listened, when I was editing that video back, I noticed, I don't know if it's because I'm out of practice, because, you know, I haven't been doing a lot on Twitch and or YouTube, or if I've always been like this and now I'm just going to be self-conscious about it going forward. But I was like a middle school debate class student, 6th grade. The uhs and the ums were absolutely out of control. I've already noticed a couple as I've been talking here. I'm gonna try. Now you see, the problem is now that I've addressed it, now you're gonna focus on it. Now you're gonna go back to 2016, watch Isaac episode 1 and count all the please don't. There it is. Today we are going to be doing the Hoenn region Gen 3. Now thankfully, I watched my boy NSL's video for his first 2 generations. Link to both his and Yeetus's in the description below. They're joining me on this journey. And I found out you can get rid of, it must be a new bracket fights feature, the, what do you call it? The little overlay that pops up and does the matchups for you in like in a little bit of a bigger screen, but that forces you to do one entire side of the bracket and then the other entire side of the bracket. I don't really like that style. So instead, we're doing it the good old-fashioned way. We'll be going left side, right side, slowly working our way to the middle until we are done. Now, I also said in a previous one that I was going to maybe do some research and look up some of these gym leaders just to make sure I'm a little bit more well-versed. I did not do that, to be honest with you, because I think it's a better testament. If I cannot remember your name as a gym leader, like I couldn't remember Price's name in Gen 2, kept calling him Bryson, which I think is a gym leader in Gen 5. If I can't remember your name, you're probably not going to be winning the best gym leader of the region. Just being honest with you from my personal perspective. So I did not do any research. Look, I still played these games a ton, so I should know a bunch. But if I blank, this is deflecting, but I'm going to say it's more of a testament to you than it is to me. Anyway, starting in the top left, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. We have a pretty solid matchup here. I gotta give credit where credit is due. We've got Norman, the normal type gym leader. Can you get a more boring name? No offense to the Normans out there. I mean Norman normal. That's what I mean. It's not that far off. And we have Watson, Battle of the Uns. Norman, Watson. Okay, they're spelled differently, but you know what I'm saying. We have Norman versus Watson. Watson, the 3rd gym leader, electric type. This one's actually tougher. My gut instinct is telling me Watson. I just like the look. He's throwing up the deuces. I like the fun old man archetype kind of thing. I remember him giving me a lot of trouble for whatever reason in Gen 3. I don't know why. I remember the 3rd gym. The 1st gym, no big deal, no offense. 2nd gym, not that big a deal. 3rd gym, that's where I was like, okay, this game does not pull any punches. for whatever reason. I don't remember why. Maybe it was the Magneton, but I was usually a Torchic boy, so why would the Magneton give me difficulty? Maybe it was the Shockwave on the Manectric? I don't know, I just remember his gym giving me a lot of trouble. Now that's not to say that Norman's gym is not also difficult, but again, I was a Torchic boy, so I had a Blaziken by that time, so I just Brick Break / Sky Uppercutter to everything that was in my path, and it was usually fine. The Slay King a little scary, Vigoroth kind of scary. Now Norman does get some bonus points here. Norman gets a few bonus points. It is the first time in any Pokemon game, right? Am I incorrect? It's the first time you get to see your papa. Papa's always off fighting in the war or something. He's gone. You never hear from him. This is the first game that they actually give you a papa, and not only do you have a papa, you also get to face him. He's a gym leader. That's a pretty cool coming of age kind of thing. And I think the design's kind of slick. I don't know. He is very daddish. I could see him wearing some New Balances down there. It's possible. It's a tough one, but I think for this first round, I'm going to have to give it to Watson. A little bit more character and personality. Again, very cool concept, and this is more of a seeding issue than anything else. I could probably see Norman making it to my top 4 gym leaders from the region, but he just happened to be going up against Watson, who I like quite a bit. All right, down left, we have the second gym leader, fighting type, Brawly. And we have the 4th gym leader, fire type, Flannery. Flannery, a little bit new to the game. It's kind of cute. She's a little nervous when you first fight her. She like rehearses her speech a couple of times. I like that. It was cool seeing I can't remember if the lore was like she had just inherited the gym or what exactly was happening there, but she was nervous, and that was, you know, kind of adorable to see the human side of that. Did young punk rock My Chemical Romance fan Josh have a huge crush on Flannery? When would Gen 3 have come out? I would have been in like 3rd grade. Yeah, he may have. He may have had a slight one. Did he also have a crush on Brawly? He did not, to be honest with you, but I could see why he could. He's pretty fit. He looks pretty cool. Of all fighting type gym leaders, I do think Brawly's design is okay. I hate his gym so much. His gym is so darn obnoxious. I'll give Gen 3 credit. I don't love Gen 3, but the puzzles in the gyms in Gen 3, consistently pretty good. Norman's not so great. I love the electric puzzle in Watson's. The dark puzzle was just kind of annoying in Brawly's. The teleportation puzzle in Flannery's really good. We'll get to some others later. There's some good puzzles in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to my childhood crush, Flannery. Sorry about that one. Okay, speaking of childhood crushes, we have Winona, the 6th gym leader, the flying type gym leader in 4-Tree City, versus Roxanne, the rock type 1st gym leader in Rustboro. Rustboro? We're just testing my Pokemon knowledge here at this point. I'm not gonna get too Van Halen on you here, but I do like Roxanne's design. I think it's pretty good. She does suffer again. Remember, I factor in what Pokemon they're bringing to the team, and as well as their gym layouts and gym designs. And she suffers a little bit from being the 1st gym leader. A little bit boring. I will give Nosepass some credit. I was really excited when I first played Gen 3 and I saw Nosepass. I was like, yo, this like Easter Island head looking thing, this could be pretty cool. And I spent so much time. You can only catch it on a certain floor of the cave on Dewford Island, and you had to rock smash rocks. It was really tough to find, and I was like, oh, this is gonna evolve into something cool. It evolved into nothing at the time, and then later they added an evolution that I think is kind of horrible, but that's okay. I at least like Nosepass as a concept for a Pokemon. Winona, on the other hand, has a lot going for her. I think the design, while a little goofy, looks like some weird DC Teen Titans superhero. A little goofy, perhaps, but I do like the design. I like the name Winona. And look, she didn't choose where her gym was going to be probably, but I love 4-Tree City, the city made completely of tree houses. I love the design of 4-Tree City. I think I once redesigned 4-Tree City in a Minecraft world when I was like 10 because I liked it so much. Her gym, speaking of great puzzles, has probably my favorite puzzle in the entire game. The little barricades that you have to turn in certain ways to find your way through. Really, really dig those puzzles. And I love the flying type. I know Falconer didn't get a lot of love in Gen 1 because, well, my man had a Spearow and a Pidgey. But she's got an Altaria, which is a lot cooler. A lot cooler flying type. She's got some other cool stuff as well, but mostly she's known for that Altaria. I'm gonna give it to Winona here. Excuse me? I'm gonna give it to Winona here. My click did not register. That's okay. Now we're in the bottom right. We have the twins. Tate and Liza sounds correct. I may have just made that up. I don't know. That sounds right. They're the twins. We know them as the twins. Versus Wallace, the twins are the 7th gym leader psychic types, and the 8th gym leader Wallace. Wally? No, Wally's your rival. Wallace, the ice type, I think, but he has mostly water types. He exists in a weird ground. I think he's supposed to be an ice type trainer, but he's got like Milotic and Love Disc, and maybe he's supposed to be water. I don't know. He's got a lot of water / ice combos, so. I don't really care for either of these two, to be honest. I know he ends up becoming the eventual champion. Spoiler alert. In my opinion, he's an infinitely worse champion than Steven and makes Emerald kind of meh in comparison to OG Ruby and Sapphire. Plus, who cares about Juan? I wish he would have just stayed the 8th gym leader. It's cool that he's the 8th gym leader and ends up going on to be they promote from within. We stan company culture that does that. Wish mine could learn a thing or two from that. I like the idea of twin gym leaders. It feels unfair because there's supposed to be one gym leader, but I at least like the idea of, they introduce double battles. Here's a double battle and here's a whole gym leader dedicated to double battles. However, I just feel like they could have done so much more with it. Do you guys only have, please tell me your only 2 Pokemon are not Solrock and Lunatone. Something in my brain is telling me your Pokemon are just Solrock and Lunatone, which is rather lame, to be honest with you. You might have other Pokemon, but those are obviously the 2 main ones. And those Pokemon just aren't that exciting to be frank. There's a lot of cooler psychic types out there, so to stick them with Solrock and Lunatone, I know it fits the twin theme, but doesn't quite do it for me. This bad boy's got a Milotic. I'm gonna have to give it to Wallace on this one. I also think his color palette's pretty cool. I like the purples and green. Kind of reminds me, he's a little bit like Zhao from Genshin. All right, back over to the left side now. We have Watson again, back for round number 2. He's holding up the 2 versus the childhood crush Flannery, the fire type. I've pretty much already said my pieces about both of these, so no reason to really reiterate. I've pretty much given my piece about every gym leader at this point. So from this point, I think we just pick. Who do you like more? 3rd gym leader Watson, 4th gym leader Flannery. I love the fire type. I really, really do. I really love the fire type. I think I like Watson a little bit more. You're going to notice a trend. I'm going to give it to Watson. You're going to notice a trend as we go through these. If I get to interact with the gym leader outside of purely just the gym battle, that's a big plus for me. Getting to see them in a normal setting is cool. And I like when you get to come back to the Mauville City later in the game and Watson's just chilling in the town square, and then he sends you to go to the electric dungeon and go find his... turn on the generators or something like that. That's cool. He's got his own little side quest associated with it, and he's just so dang happy. How can you not like this man who's so dang happy? Over here on the right, it's pretty easy. I didn't really like Wallace that much, as I said. Winona is an easy dub for me here. Easy peasy Dublinsky. And honestly, I think this is a pretty easy peasy Dublinsky for the finals as well. I think my top 2 in the entire region are probably Watson and Flannery, and we've already seen how that one ends. So no offense to Winona, but Watson is going to take home the gold in this particular one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're cranking these bad boys out. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below, liking, commenting, subscribing. Helps out a great deal. Share with your grandmother as always. Links to this bracket, if you would like to fill it out yourself, you can always share it with me on Twitter and the Discord. Links to all these wonderful things in the description below, as well as links to my boy Not So Livid and Yeti. I think it's on the Yeti-ness channel, but my boy Yeetus. If you want to watch their perspectives as well and see who their favorite Gen 3 gym leader is. Mine is Watson. Will theirs differ? You'll have to go check. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you guys hopefully soon for Sinnoh. If we can squeeze all these at the end of March, that'd be dope.